Yo, what's going on everyone? Jacob Awesomeness here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all hangover day as always. This is the second video that we uploaded to you guys while I am on camp, and we are going to be discussing Call of Duty Vanguard, a new game that was released November 5th, and we are going to be reviewing multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. Is it good? Is it bad? I'll discuss it to you guys in this video. I also wanted to let you guys know that I basically told you guys in yesterday's video and also in my important announcement video that I told you guys that there was going to be 2 videos that will be uploaded for Wednesday, which was yesterday's video for Fortnite, Thursday, which is the Call of Duty Vanguard video as you guys are watching right now. And then there's going to be another video that will be uploaded on Friday morning about Fortnite, okay? Fortnite news of Chapter 3. An Epic employee basically talked about Chapter 3, made a document, and basically talked to us about what's coming in Chapter 3 and other stuff as well. So you guys better watch that video tomorrow. Make sure you guys have notifications turned on. It is going to be a very huge one for sure. But let's go back to Call of Duty Vanguard news. But we haven't made a Call of Duty video in a while. The most recent video that I made was last year when I made videos about updates of Call of Duty Warzone. And if you haven't checked that video out and you want to watch it, that will be in the description down below. And if you all are new to the channel, make sure you guys also subscribe, like, and have notifications turned on. Follow me on social media. All of that will be in the description down below. And let's get started with the review. So let's start with multiplayer. Let's start with gameplay of multiplayer for Call of Duty Vanguard. So the multiplayer in Call of Duty Vanguard is as fast-paced as many other Call of Duty, but filled with chaos and destructive environments. Yes, it has improved a lot over what it was during the alpha and beta period, changing the pacing and movement, but it does not feel fresh. Many elements of Modern Warfare have been incorporated into Vanguard, giving the World War II theme a more modernized approach. There are certain perks that players choose to use in their loadouts, giving them a tactical advantage in return, but it doesn't synchronize with the World War theme. Also, the tone of the environment appears to be quite dual, making it more difficult to notice the enemies. They could have added more vibrance to the maps like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which was a very, very good game, and it basically gave a very fresher feel. But default, there's a lot of motion blur in the game. Depth of field can be turned off from the settings, reducing the range motion blur, thereby helping to notice the enemies faster. Options for wall motion blur and weapon motion blur are also present, which most of the players will be turning off anyway. Keeping these options on will make it even harder to win headshots and dominate over the opponent. Like its previous titles, Vanguard has features that unlock different abilities. One of the most ironic is Juggernaut ability, renamed Flame Nut in this game. After managing to kill 9 enemies back to back, players unlock this ability where they are equipped with an overpowered flamethrower for domination. Historically, I should say, this particular ability has appeared to be broken as it gives the player a massive advantage over the others and is no different in Call of Duty Vanguard. So I think this will be fixed very, very soon. Let's talk about maps in Call of Duty Vanguard. So unlike previous installments, Call of Duty Vanguard includes 20 maps at launch. Of these 20 maps, 16 are available in multiplayer mode, while the remaining 4 are kept for Champion Hill mode. This mode is the latest addition to Call of Duty, featuring a battle royale on a smaller scale, accompanied by 2v2 gunfights. So you can see different maps there, as you guys saw before, and there's still more as well, as you guys saw as well. About Champions Hill, 12 teams comprising 2 players start with a pool of 12 lives, and the fight goes on until there's only 1 team standing. This mode is fun, unique, and involves an economic management system similar to other FPS titles. Champions Hill felt pretty competitive as numerous 2v2 battles occurred between these two teams, sweating it out to be the last team standing. So it's like a Fortnite Battle Royale game. So there's like 100 players, and then whoever is left, which is the last team, they will win. Alright? Some of the mechanics are taken from Warzone, and the maps featured are very versatile. As the year progresses, Call of Duty Vanguard will continue to receive DLCs to expand the map roster. A new map for Warzone and remake of famous map from previous games are also kept for later release. Call of Duty has always been pretty active with their content, and there's no surprise that they have what planned for their latest game as well, which is very, very unfortunate. The new map coming to Warzone is something to look out for, so that will be pretty exciting when there's a new map, which many players will definitely have hype. Like Tim the Tapman, he loves to play Call of Duty as well. Typical gamer, he doesn't play Call of Duty that much, but he basically started to play Vanguard a couple of days ago, and yeah, other YouTube creators as well. They'll be basically hyped for a new Warzone map. Game modes. Call of Duty has focused more on its multiplayer aspect in recent years, and Call of Duty Vanguard is no different. This has resulted in shorter campaigns, while multiplayer has been rewarded with innovative game modes. At present, multiplayer in COD has something for all kinds of gamers. A total of 8 game modes, which is classic and new, are featured, excluding zombies and future DLCs. That's actually pretty sick. At launch, the core multiplayer of Call of Duty Vanguard features the following modes, as you can see in this image. This new feature of rotating and moving objectives was a fresh change from its previous installments, adding uniqueness. The primary battle royale mode, Warzone, has been integrated into the game for day one and will share the Battle Pass progression. Coming to Battle Pass, Activision did not even include it for the Ultimate Edition owners, despite paying $100, which is a bummer. So you had to pay $100 for that. That's actually very, very stupid of them to do. So that is basically multiplayer. That's the review of it. Now the main important thing here is that, first off, yes, I bought the game a couple of days ago. I was first saying to myself, should I basically buy the game or not? I didn't buy the game on Saturday, but I bought the game on Sunday, because I was looking at many people's opinions of how multiplayer was, zombies, campaign, because if you want to buy a game, you basically want to check the reviews first before you purchase the game, okay? With, for example, if the reviews are of like 5 out of 5, which means it's very, very good, then yeah, 100%, I'll buy the game. I basically agreed of what many people have basically said on social media, saying that they like it, and I think many people as well will basically agree that multiplayer is very, very fun with all different modes of team deathmatch, domination, kill confirm, patrol, all those other kinds of modes that are in multiplayer. So yeah, it's very, very fun. The review of me, as personally that I played the game, I'll give this 8 out of 10. And yeah, let's basically talk about zombies now. I know many people like zombies, so let's see if it's basically very good or not. Zombies mode in Call of Duty Vanguard doesn't offer much at launch, which is actually very, very bummer. Separately developed by Treyarch, this mode failed to check a lot of boxes. If played solo, the player is not even equipped with a secondary weapon at first. It does not include any pauses, Easter eggs, pack-a-punch camo, or round-based waves. So that is the biggest hit, alright? That is the biggest hit in all of Call of Duty, okay? Without getting a secondary weapon, it is going to be very, very hard, okay? Because if there's like a water zombies, okay, at first, for example, then you'll most likely die, okay? You won't be able to possibly survive with just a one gun. Okay, you need two guns for you to survive. But many people will be very lucky and to basically defeat the zombies, I should say, which is very easier for them. All right, but for most other people that are not very good with zombies, it will be very hard to kill the zombies with only one gun, okay? Not a secondary one. So that is a very huge bummer. Also, Easter eggs as well is also a very huge bummer as well, because many other YouTube creators like to make live streams of Easter eggs and zombies and have a lot of fun with other friends and stuff like that. So that is also a very huge bummer. And also for Pack-a-Punch camo as well, is also a very huge hit, and also round-based waves. But I think by playing with a teammate or so, I think you can able to do Easter eggs, Pack-a-Punch. You can turn on replays, I think, because I haven't played zombies in Call of Duty Vanguard. I only play multiplayer. But yeah, well, if you guys know about that, let me know down in the comments below. It also basically gets very challenging because the zombies don't die with a single headshot and can inflict heavy damage while appearing in good numbers. So that's also the biggest hit as well. Even in co-op mode, the experience is very repetitive and unsurprising. Once the 4 objectives are done, the squad gets back in the lobby, and everything needs to be started from scratch. At one point in time, it feels like this mode was only good for leveling up guns without the experience of getting flashed by sweaty players. Perks need to be upgraded to even feel the difference. So that is a very huge shock for zombies. I never have I saw this in my entire life, okay, of not be able to pause, no Easter eggs, no Pack-a-Punch camo, no everything, okay, in zombies for Call of Duty Vanguard. But it's just basically very stupid of zombies where they haven't even improved it a lot, okay? They improved the gameplay, okay, of the map, but basically of many other settings to put for zombies, like pausing and other stuff. It's just it hurts the game and makes people do not want to purchase Call of Duty Vanguard. I thought this game was going to be very good, but unfortunately it's not. Alright, multiplayer is very good, okay, which I give that 10 out of 10, but zombies, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 10. It's just very bad, and I hope next year when they always do and develop new games every single year, they can basically improve zombies and make it a very fun mode. We are going to be discussing the campaign now, if it's very good or very bad. So let's get started for campaign. Right off the bat, which I'm going to be mentioning, is that Infinity Ward, Treyarch, or Sledgehammer Games happen to be firing of all cylinders. COD campaigns provide some of the best FPS experiences money can buy, despite what many in the industry would have you think. Okay? So these yearly blockbusters typically contain jaw-dropping set prices, thinly crafted battles unrivaled in the genre, and occasionally even some well-written characters that stay with you along with the credits roll. With Call of Duty Vanguard, well, there's very little of that really sticks as the landing, as this year's campaign comes across as one of the weaker entireties in recent years. You jump into the tail end of World War II to explore the story of Task Force 1, a ragtag group collecting fighters of all sorts. There's a witty Australian, the hardened Russian, and the bold-territorious American, to name a few. Throughout Vanguard's Wave campaign, these characters all come with their own bite-sized background sequences. While the core of the storyline plays out over a few short hours, the journey of these will be war heroes jumps through time as you step into the shoes of each character in their own defining moments. Some may have maybe more feeling adventures, while others take you through time-howling chapters to paint the war in numerous shades. Each journeys to a different part of the world, and while some missions are in certainty better than others, none ever truly broke the mold to feel its potential. The characters all fit into their archetypes, and so too do their respective chunks of gameplay. One showcases dogfighting over the Pacific, another will have you sniping from a fair in Vanguard. It's not that of any of these unique chapters are necessarily bad, but that they fail to evolve the tried and tested formula and thus leave any significant impression. It's also worth noting, though, that character development throughout the story is extremely diminished if you followed any of the game's marketing ahead of launch. We've uploaded descriptions that they were made public a while back, essentially paint the full picture before you jump in. There aren't any major story beats or shocking twists that you simply have to witness for any of these figures. Vanguard's campaign mostly plays it safe. If you've been following along, you already know their unique traits, their personality, and the purpose they serve in the war. With that said, gameplay is still as solid as ever this year. COD's mechanics have never been in question, and the industry-leading FPS is still just as sharp as usual. Gunplay all feels excellent, visuals are great, lightning in particular is a big improvement over Cold War, and performance is most solid throughout. We did encounter some severe hitching issues, as I experienced and my other friends did while I was playing offline during our brief run in the campaign. However, these stuck during both gameplay and cutscenes, disrupting more than just a split second of action. So there was a very huge bug of that, and I think Call of Duty will basically fix that, aka Treyarch. But when Vanguard had a mobility lapse during any given cutscene, it completely offset the audio as visuals lagged behind for the remainder of the sequence. While this isn't a game-breaking issue by any stretch, Vanguard happens to feature some of the longest cutscenes in the franchise, making it all the more noticeable. If you typically purchase any new COD to get on the multiplayer grind or uncover the latest secrets hidden away in zombies, you won't be at much of loss this year for skipping the campaign. If anything, it's a decent way to learn a little more about some of the operators you'll be playing as over the next 12 months online. Behind that, there's not a great deal packed in the short experience to make it worth for your time. Now, the conclusion. So, what I think is that Call of Duty Vanguard will have to go back to the roots of the legacy FPS franchise, because the theme of the World War II has been overused by now, and Activision needs to develop some new ideas. With that being said, the game does offer a taste of World War II to the newcomers. The multiplayer features many weapons from World at War, while some new ones did manage to debut with Vanguard. Gun mechanics are not something new or groundbreaking and are inspired by the previous titles. Gamers should stay away from the game if they are looking forward to the zombies mode, because it's miserable, which means it's very, very bad. Despite all the flaws, it's still a Call of Duty title with fast-paced gameplay and a lot of action, which the single-player campaign is decent and is not something spectacular. Players should wait for a sale to get Call of Duty Vanguard, as it's not worth the full asking price only for the multiplayer. So, basically, campaign, which basically sucks, alright? It sucks because I saw many people on social media saying that I have basically played campaign for at least an hour and 35 minutes, because I played campaign an hour and 35 minutes, and I just finished it, just short on time. Many people also do for at least 5 hours. They play 5 hours of campaign and they finish it. Some full 3 hours. But some other people are saying that basically they play campaign for is an hour and 35 minutes, and that's basically it. So I think Treyarch needs to basically keep on making campaigns where at least do 2 hours 30 minutes or so, for example, and to basically make it fun and enjoyable. Campaign, yes, it's fun and enjoyable in Vanguard, but there is a little bit of issues with campaign where there's like some people saying that the campaign or Vanguard is short. Some of them are saying it's long. But I took a look at it myself, and it's actually very, very short. Okay, so there's many other people on websites, I should say, saying that the game of campaign is basically 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's not. That's not very correct. It's actually an hour and 35 minutes, not 2 hours and 35 minutes, because I basically got confirmation by my friend saying that it's actually an hour and 35 minutes, because some websites are just making false claims saying it's 2 hours and 35 minutes, which is not. So I advise people to wait until Black Friday or Christmas Day to get Call of Duty Vanguard, or maybe even like before, close to Christmas, because I don't think you should buy the game now, because there's been lots of issues with Call of Duty Vanguard. There's been lots of issues, bugs, all those other kinds of stuff that you guys name, and they just need to basically resolve that. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is play multiplayer instead, because that is basically what many people have played, except for campaign and zombies. But let me know down in the comments below, what is your thoughts for zombies, multiplayer, and campaign? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So that is it for today's video, my friends. I hope you all enjoyed that video today. As I said in the intro, there will be another video uploaded tomorrow morning. There will be a Fortnite video, which for that video, there's going to be very, very interesting stuff and very good evidence of Chapter 3, where a epic programmer / employee basically talked about Chapter 3 and about other stuff as well. So make sure you guys see that video tomorrow when it gets uploaded, and make sure you guys also have notifications turned on, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure you guys also follow me on social media. All of that will be in the description down below, and I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Until then, take care, talk soon, and goodbye.